Yo, what's up guys, it's ApTreX here. In today's video, we'll be testing out Horizon Emulator version 2.0 on a low-end Android device. Now if you guys are new here, then let me tell you guys that I do this series where I test out various emulator on my low-end Android devices. Today I have my iQOO Z6 Lite with Snapdragon 4 Gen 1 processor, not even 6 Gen 1 processor, so it is very low-end with total RAM being 5.4 GB which is available. We'll be trying out games like GTA 4, GTA Vice City, Assassin's Creed, Spider-Man and lot more. But before getting started, if you guys are new here, please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, turn on all notification as I bring similar videos on my channel. And also we are doing a daily Google Play Store gift card redeem code giveaway on my channel. So right here is our today's Play Store redeem code giveaway which I am doing till September end. So if you also want to participate in this giveaway and win this Google Play Store redeem code, then you just need to be the first one to watch my videos. For that you simply need to subscribe and turn on all notification. With that being said, let's get started. Alright guys, let me start off by showing you guys the Horizon Emulator version 2.0 which we already managed to set up on my high-end Android device. But on low-end Android devices, you'll need to make sure to open it for the first time and make sure to just tick mark this option. Afterwards, we'll need to restart the Horizon Emulator and it should successfully start. Now Horizon Emulator 2.0 is also considered as Horizon Emulator 4, and if we just go to this section right here, we'll need to start adding all the important assets of Horizon Emulator so we can set up a Windows emulator container and start emulating our Windows game. For that, we'll simply tap on update all option and let's take a look here. Box 64, D8, VK, DirectX and lot more will start updating. The main thing which we need for our Windows emulator is a Wine Vanilla container. So we will go with Wine 9.7 Vanilla container. You can also go with Wine 9.13 Vanilla container. And unfortunately for some reason, Wine 9.16 staging and 9.15 staging does not really work well in the current updates of Horizon Emulator. So we'll be skipping that from our today's video. Let's open settings and apply the best settings. For that, we'll go to environment settings, create a new preset and call it as new preset 1. Afterwards, scroll down, box 64 dynamic, make sure to turn this on. Build block level or build big block level, make sure to set it to 3. Afterwards, scroll down, call flag should be set to 0. And once that has been done, scroll down once again. CPU topology, make sure to set it as 8 core so you get the best amount of performance possible. Video memory size, set it to no limit. Video memory GTA especially, now as my device has 6 GB of RAM, we'll be going with 512 MB. And yep, I'll be testing out GTA 5 on this Android device inside the Horizon version 4 or version 2.0 which you are seeing pretty soon. So make sure to subscribe and turn on all notification. Services startup, make sure to disable this option. Max processor frequency, turn this on so you get the best amount of performance possible on especially Adreno GPU Android devices. In terms of font size, set it to 10 and position, set it to top right. Afterwards, scroll down, make sure that the maximum size of shader cache you set it to 4 GB. And yeah guys, that's about it. We have finished adding the best settings. Also we need to choose the X11 settings for resolution. So display resolution, we'll set it to 800 by 600 and we'll enable stretch to fit display. Once that has been done, we are now all set. Once everything has been added, you will notice that it is now set up. It will refresh once or twice, and if you go back to the container settings, you will see a Wine 9.7 Vanilla container can now be created. So you'll simply tap on create new container, confirm, and make sure to choose the preset that we just created, which will be named as new preset 1. Afterwards, use the box 64 latest 1st September build DXVK driver. You can go with either 2.3.1 or asynchronous 1.10.3. For today's video, we'll go with asynchronous 1.10.3, and in terms of turnip drivers, make sure to use the latest new Adreno plus boost driver. And here VKD3D will use the 2.12 fix, and yeah, that's about it. We have successfully set up Horizon Emulator on our low-end Android device along with its best settings. So now we'll simply tap on File Manager and it will open our Windows emulator for Android. Now make sure that you also have input bridge controls set up for the on-screen touch controls, because unlike Emulator, Horizon Emulator does not provide you with on-screen touch controls. And it will say that first Wine boot may take a few minutes. So depending on your device, if it is low end, then you just need to be patient. Alright, here we go guys, our Windows emulator has successfully started. It took me about 2 minutes of waiting for it to successfully start, but there we go. Horizon Emulator is now working on our Android device. The first setting which I recommend you guys to do is tap on the start option, default apps, and then make sure to choose Wine configuration and here make sure that the Windows version is set to Windows 10 because there are many games which are only compatible with Windows 10 like God of War. Anyways, once that has been done, you don't need to do anything else. Let's just go ahead and open Input Bridge. Once you open the Input Bridge app, you will notice that our on-screen touch controls will now be working. So if I enable it, you will notice that on-screen touch controls are now present, so we can officially start testing out some games. So immediately the first game that I'll be testing out will be Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Now as we have set the Windows version to Windows 10, I am unsure if it will work or not. Seen inside the Emulator Glipsy version, it should work on our low-end Android devices, but unfortunately it shows you a message saying that video mode needs to be 640 by 480p and we are using 800 by 600p resolution. We got a decrease of Windows resolution. Anyways, let's jump right into a AAA title which is going to be Assassin's Creed Rogue. We have tested this game out previously on Emulator Glipsy and my mind was blown away. In the previous version of Emulator Glipsy, I was getting never ever seen before FPS on a flagship high-end PC game of its own time. Well, anyways, at the top right corner you will be able to see our game has successfully started and we are getting around 60 to 40 FPS during its loading screen. Well, Ubisoft, there we go. I'll also check out if the audio output is working, and surely enough, audio output is also working. There we go, Assassin's Creed Rogue. Press any key to start. So I'll press the enter key. And yeah, I'll be back once the game actually starts. And there we go guys, immediately no crashing issues, no black screen, no graphical glitches at all. At the top right corner you will be able to see we are getting around 40 FPS during this cutscene. But this is the most impressive part. When it starts rendering all of this 3D stuff, you will notice that our FPS has gone down to 13 to 15, which is 100% less than what we were getting in Emulator Glipsy version. If you also want to check out that video, then you can watch it on the iCard above. Emulator Glipsy low-end Android device test. I haven't tested it with the latest 7.1.3 Glipsy version. But anyways, once our game is about to start, you will notice that the FPS has gone back up to 18 to 20, which is definitely playable. And here we go, our game has successfully started. Once again, very high resolution, flagship PC game of its own time running on my low-end Android device, and hence the FPS is very terrible. To be honest, I expected more from Horizon Emulator, but still, whatever we are getting is definitely acceptable. You can judge it by taking a look at the gameplay. It's working flawlessly at very high crisp resolution without any graphical glitches. So yeah, that was Assassin's Creed Rogue. If you want me to post a full gameplay video of me running this game on my low-end Android device, then let's hit 200 likes on this video. The next game which we'll try out is obviously going to be Amazing Spider-Man. But before doing that, I gotta exit from this game, so we'll simply press the escape button and exit this game right away. Alright, we have pressed the enter button. There we go, we are back to our windows. There we go, now we can move on to us trying out Amazing Spider-Man 2, not even Amazing Spider-Man 1. So let's open game and see if it works or not. And immediately there we go guys, this game also managed to boot in first try. Well, there are some stuttering issues when you open it for the first time. You may see a black screen, but you just gotta wait for a few seconds because this is a low-end Android device. And yeah, there we go, Marvel presence. And once again, Amazing Spider-Man 2 is a AAA title of its own time. So I'll be very interested to see if there will be any graphical issues like we saw previously while testing this game out on many Windows emulator on a low-end Android device. But one thing I am noticing is pretty bad. There are so many stuttering issues. Like Emulator Glipsy does not give this much stuttering issue, but it also has some compatibility issues with games like Marvel Spider-Man, which didn't boot in my last gameplay test video. And in my opinion, I think this game would run from anywhere like 5 to 10 FPS maximum because of the stuttering issues which I am seeing, and honestly I expected much better from Horizon Emulator. Emulator Glipsy outperforms all the games which we tested in Horizon Emulator in terms of FPS or performance. Anyways, there we go, the loading is still going on, the FPS is around 17, and unfortunately guys, it seems that the game is stuck in loading screen. So unfortunately we won't be able to test this game out on my Android device, and it mainly arises from insufficient memory or the processor just being too low end. 4 Gen 1 is nothing guys, literally you can grab these devices like for $100, proper low-end Android device, better than any MediaTek processor device comparatively. And as you just saw, it is even capable of emulating some Windows games. The next game which we'll be trying out is going to be one of the best PC games that you can emulate on your Android devices. It is the Grand Theft Auto 4. Yep, GTA 4, I have officially tested it out on this same low-end Android device and it runs surprisingly well. You can check that video out on the iCard above, and let's see if it works that well in Horizon Emulator version 2.0. So I have immediately double tapped and you will notice the game is opening successfully. So yep, there we go, Rockstar logo will appear any second now. Yep, Rockstar presents Grand Theft Auto 4. We can't really say anything for sure until the game actually starts, so I'll simply tap the enter button and afterwards we'll head on over to the options tab where we'll be able to modify the in-game settings, because obviously the graphics quality we need to decrease it if we want a playable gameplay experience. Here you'll notice that everything has been set to medium graphics, so we'll just go ahead and turn that down. We'll turn off all the unnecessary settings and turn everything down to low graphics. Anisotropic level set it to 2. Definition and VSync will be turned off, and afterwards we'll press the space button to apply our settings. Once that has been done, tap on the enter button, escape this setting menu, and now we can simply tap on the enter button to start our new game. So I'll simply press the escape button and there we go, we have the legendary GTA 4 loading screen. And unfortunately guys, it just seems that it is also going on in an infinite loading screen. I have been waiting around for the last 5 minutes hoping that the game will actually boot. Well, it should actually boot. I have tested it out on this same Android device with different emulators, but it's not working on Horizon Emulator version 2.0. Once again, I am pretty sure that if we change some DXVK graphics settings or do some customization and tweaks in Adreno drivers, this game should be working 100%. Well, I'll test it out in my spare time and upload a gameplay video. So yeah, that's going to be it for today's video. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Peace out.